Good evening, folks, and welcome to Rhonda's Lovely Sparks Drive-In Theme Watch Party. Oh, we have a wonderful evening of entertainment lined up for you. No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Don't even give it a thought. We're glad that you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. You'll love the tasty array of snacks that we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. There's always wonderful pictures to see and delight snacks to nibble. A gay, pleasant evening for all. And oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles per hour in the theater parking area for your safety's sake. And mom and pops, go with the kids when they leave the car. And we hope you have a wonderful time. Come back soon. Hello, I'm Rhonda from Texas with Rhonda's Lovely Sparks. I have a great movie called Sanctum. It's a 1948 American film noir directed by Lou Landers based on the Simon Schuster book series of the same name and the Inner Sanctum Mystery radio series. A previous film series of the show had been produced by Universal Pictures in 1945. It is the first and only film of MRS Productions, the initials of Richard Morrows, Samuel Reiner, and Walter Shenson. So sit back, get ready to dive into the world of classic cinema. And if you're new, subscribe, smash that like, and hit that bell.
Oh, waiter, a Coke and a chicken salad, please. Thank you.
I beg your pardon, have you got the time?
18 minutes past 6.
Well, I could have made a guess myself. It was too much trouble to look at your watch. Why don't you say so?
I have no need for such contrivances.
He guessed correctly. I have 20 after. I'm a little fast.
I can believe that.
You, always tell time without a watch?
I once had a difference of opinion with a watchmaker. I've boycotted timepieces ever since.
I couldn't be without this. It has great sentimental value.
A gift from your fiancé.
A former fiancé. My present fiancé gave me this. It's an engagement present. We're being married in a few days.
A good catch for the right girl.
And you've seen him. Oh, but you couldn't. He hasn't left his compartment since we've been on the train. He sits there and looks out the window, hour after hour. I don't know what he sees except telephone poles and dirt and farms and more telephone poles. It bores me terribly. Oh, but don't think I have no appreciation for the great Northwest, Mr.
Dr. Valonius.
How do you do? I'm Marie Kembar. The truth is, trains bore me. Nothing ever happens. Nothing to do except look out the window. It's so monotonous. You get on a train in one place, and the engine huffs and puffs and lets you off in another. It takes so much time. It wastes so much time.
I find the trip particularly exciting. This is the first time I've traveled this route.
The first time is always exciting, no matter what one does.
We're approaching a curve at high speed. That nail file, the point is sharp.
So?
You might hurt one of those pretty fingers.
Oh! You're a doctor. I need some doctoring.
The degree is honorary. I don't practice medicine.
My poor finger. You told me this was the first time you'd been over this route. How did you know we were approaching a curve?
I warned you in time.
I never listened to warnings. Besides, I'm glad it happened. Anything to break this monotony. I'm too forceful. Perhaps I'm too stubborn to listen to warnings. When I do listen, in one ear, out the other.
That isn't good. I could tell you of a forceful woman. She knew what she wanted and thought she knew how to get it.
Sounds like me. She was warned of some danger?
Yes. She was on a train. She was warned to stay on it, but in one ear, out the other. As the train pulled into the town of Clayburg, it was after 9. The station was deserted, except for a man. He was a man trying to lead a simple, happy life. He found out life was neither simple nor happy. The girl who was warned, made his life complicated, miserable.
You can't ditch me like a common.
And she didn't have much opportunity to regret the unheeded warning.
Train, mister? What's the matter? You hurt? You're bleeding. You must have hurt yourself when you put that big bundle on the train. Gosh, it's sticky. You ought to see a doctor. Old Doc Arnold. He lives up near the post office. Sure is a lot of blood. Maybe you'd better tie it up. Make a tourniquet.
Michael? Michael?
That's my mother. She doesn't want me to come down and watch the trains at night. Don't say anything. Come here. Let's hide in here. Why'd you put that bundle on the back of the train? The baggage car's for bundles. The back of the train is for people.
Michael? I'll fix you.
Lets me alone for a minute. Always worrying something's gonna happen to me. I'm too big to be treated like a baby. She's always telling me how I'm gonna be carried home with a broken something. I better get home before she does. Sorry I can't help with that tourniquet. Go see Doc Arnold. Bye.
Hey. Hey, fella. Bridge washed out up ahead. Can't get through that way. Hop in. Maybe we can get through on 77. River overflowing all the way up to Portland. Snow. Mighty pretty in the wintertime, especially around Christmas. Then comes along the spring thaw and rain. Ain't nothing pretty about that. Going far?
Oh, not far.
Lucky thing for you, I came along. I had to cover the news about the bridge. Otherwise, I'd have been in bed long before now. Clayburg Bulletin. I'm the reporter, publisher, and editor. One-man organization. McPhee.
Dunlap.
Dunlap? Dunlap? No, don't know any Dunlaps. Going north?
Yeah.
Crazy. Lot more snow to melt. Had my way, I'd go south. Yeah, you read a lot about fellas getting picked up at night nowadays. First thing, they knock the driver over the head, take his money, car, away they go.
Hey, wake up.
How far are we going?
I don't know. Didn't know if we were still on 77.
We weren't on 77 at all. Guess from the looks of things, this is Clayburg.
Well, there were a couple of roads washed out, so I just turned around and kept on driving.
I should have stayed awake and drove myself. Can't get used to staying up late, eh? I got enough news about the flood anyway. Staying here? Can't go anywhere else.
Where's the hotel?
Hotel. Get in. Tell Mrs. Mitchell McPhee sent you. An old friend.
Thanks for the lift.
Didn't get you very far. You'll get out tomorrow, all right, maybe? Good night.
Good night.
Yes?
Mr. McPhee said you had a room.
I have a room, but it's not for rent.
Oh, I'm sorry. McPhee said...
You want to see Mrs. Mitchell. Maybe she has a room. Come on in. Aunt Thelma! You get washed out by the river?
Yeah.
This town is washed out any way you look at it. Aunt Thelma, can you come here a minute?
I haven't got a cold. Coming?
Ruth, he hasn't sneezed once. Don't you think he should just go to bed?
I'm not going to have a sick boy on my hands. Oh, no, you don't. You're going to stay here and have your throat sprayed. Open.
Tickles!
Now, Michael, you stay right here or you get what I promised you for sneaking out to watch the trains.
I did not.
You tell lies now and you'll grow up to be a bandit. If you didn't go to the railroad station, where were you? All right. I won't do anything until I have proof. But if you've been lying, oh, boy, will you get it.
This man said McPhee sent him for a room. He's washed out.
Oh, that's too bad. But if you're a friend of McPhee's, I guess we can find a room for you.
This is Mrs. Mitchell.
Dunlap, Harold Dunlap.
How do you do?
I'm Jean Maxwell.
Hello.
Now, where in the world will I put you?
Well, good night. I'm going to bed. To read.
Oh, good night, darling. Oh, I know. Just go upstairs, first door to the left, and take a towel out of the linen closet. Just keep opening doors till you find it. It's there somewhere. Oh, my goodness. You must get out of those wet clothes, or Ruth will have you under vapors, too. Come down later for a cup of tea. My goodness, you won't have anything to come down in, will you? I'll get you a pair of Willie's work pants. They should fit you, and he won't mind. He's out now piling up sandbags at the river.
I told you to go to bed.
Oh, I'm gone. Oh, good heavens. I put Mr. Dunlap in Mike's room. Well, they'll just have to share it.
But there's only a single bed. Where's Mike going to sleep? On the floor?
They'll get along all right. I'll put up a cot.
Oh, boy, a cot.
I'll tell Mr. Dunlap.
I'll carry the tea.
Oh, thank you. Mr. Dunlap? Mr. Dunlap?
I see someone in there.
Mr. Dunlap, I brought some hot tea for you.
Thanks very much. But I changed my mind. But thanks just the same. I've got a terrible headache. I just need some sleep, that's all.
Oh, yes, of course. Sleep's good for a headache. And take an aspirin. You'll feel better in the morning. Oh. Would you have some tea? Mr. Dunlap has a headache. I don't think Mike would mind sleeping on the sofa, would you, Mike?
I'd like it.
It's really quite comfortable. I've slept there often myself. I'll get the bedding.
Who's there?
Have a can of beer and go back to sleep. What do you want to do? Wake up the whole house?
What do you got, Willie?
Barney.
Shh. Beer? A couple of years ago, when the river overflowed, I caught a whole case of bourbon floating by.
I didn't see none of it. Not even a cork, you stingy old nincompoop.
Oh, give me a can of beer.
I won't give you nothing.
Just a measly can.
I ain't gonna give you nothing. This ain't good enough for you. You go get yourself a case of bourbon and hide it good.
Oh, you know I had to hide it. Mrs. Mitchell doesn't approve of drinking on the premises.
Oh, she doesn't, huh? Well, listen, if we want a can of beer, who's gonna stop us? Besides, Mrs. Mitchell and me is just like that. Yes, sir. And anything I want to do, I do. Now, for instance, if I wanted to get myself a cold piece of chicken out of the refrigerator, the ice box, I take it. Whenever I want to do something, it's okay. You know, she knows if I'm not feeling well around here, I'll move just like that. Give me that. You only know how to pull corks out of bourbon bottles. This is a man-sized job. And you want to know something? I can twist the old girl around my little bitsy finger. You want to know how?
How?
Flatter her. Tell her she's beautiful.
Can't you use flattery without being a big liar?
Look, Bud, when you tell a woman that's over 40 that she's beautiful, you ain't a liar. You're a philanthropist. I know how to handle women. Nothing to it. Don't interrupt. Women are women.
Mrs. Mitchell?
Yes, Mrs. Mitchell, too. I boarded here so long, but I practically own the place. All right, go ahead. Have a Karen. I think I've had enough already.
Did you get that way falling into the river?
No, Miss Mitchell. Well, we just had one each, and we got a lot left over. Try one.
What?
Oh, we really worked hard, Miss Mitchell. That the river's up 2 feet more than it was. Gosh, it's awful. Oh, it's really terrible. It's kind of like a nightmare.
All right, Willie. Go to bed.
He's gone. Mike, he's gone.
Ruth, you waken everybody.
Mike, he isn't on the sofa. His clothes are gone, too. Oh, he'll get himself drowned. I just know it. He'll get himself drowned.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Dunlap, to waken you, but Ruth's boy's gone off. This goes on all the time.
Please, Mr. Dunlap, help me find him. I just know he'll be drowned if we don't find him.
Yes, I'll help you find him.
He must have gone to the river. I'll go with you.
No, you better stay here. I'll bring him back.
But you've never seen him, Mr. Dunlap.
Well, there's not many boys out this time of night.
He's a tall boy, freckles, spaces between his front teeth, but he's handsome except for that.
I'll find him.
If he drowned himself, it'll be my fault.
Won't you need a coat?
No.
pussy. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty, kitty. Come on, kitty. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Hey, kitty. Come on. You scared me. I thought you were the cat. You going down by the river? You look like someone.
Everyone looks like someone. Yeah, I'm going down the river. Want to come with me?
Well,
Come on. We can watch it together. You may not get another chance to see the river overflowing. It's pretty exciting.
well,
Come on.
okay. Hey, you're walking too fast. Wait for me.
Well, Mike, so there you are. That awful cat scared the life out of me.
I found him. He was starting for home anyway.
Oh, was he?
What do you hit me for? I just went for a walk.
Just a walk. You'll have a hard time walking or sitting before I get through with you. Thank you for finding him, Mr. Dunlap. This is my son. Well, come on. Luckily, Mr. Dunlap found him before he fell in the river. 2 minutes more and he'd been through the park. That boy always disappearing. Where's he now? Where were you?
I got undressed in the bathroom like you told me.
Come on, Mike, get to bed. We're ready.
One little misstep and you'd fall out the window. What's the matter with you? Tired of living? What's this?
Popcorn in a noiseless bag, so I won't keep him awake.
Oh, get to bed. His father used to eat crackers.
Good night.
Good night.
And don't get out of bed until morning. You'll keep an eye on him, won't you?
He'll be all right.
How can you keep an eye on me if you're asleep?
No, listen.
Come on, Ruth.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
You asleep?
Not yet.
I don't like to sleep. Boy, think of all the things I could be doing right now. If it wasn't for my mother, she doesn't let me have any fun. Like watching the trains down at the station. You know, you look like someone I saw the other night. You won't tell my mother I was at the station. That slipped out.
I wasn't at the station.
Oh, anyway, you know I was. My mother knew I wouldn't get my allowance for 6 months. I'd get a walloping, too. I don't like being walloped. Gee, trains are wonderful. Especially at night. They're like big, long snakes with lighted skins. And they whistle and smoke and rattle. Boy, there's something.
What was it you saw at the station?
Oh, just a man. He put a bundle of something on the train. And I guess he hurt his arm. Must have cut it.
Is that why you were watching me take my shirt off?
I was just wondering. Not many people come to Clayburg. And you're the only stranger, person, who's new around here.
Still want to see my arm?
Nah. Wouldn't make any difference anyway. Even if you were the same man.
Come here. I wasn't anywhere near the station tonight. I hitched a ride to Clayburg. Remember that?
Sure, but nobody...
Look. And a scratch on it. Nothing on that one either.
Yeah, fine, but I wasn't
I
going
never
to...
travel on trains. I like to watch them, but not ride them. I don't even know where the station is.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with being there. Unless there's someone like my mother who doesn't want you to go.
The first time we saw each other was in the park.
Sure, in the park. Yeah. And it was lucky you found me before my mother did. You saved me from a shellacking. I'm sure lucky you came to Clayburg. Say, why don't we sneak out now and go down by the river? Okay, I'm getting sleepy anyway. Good night.
Good night.
What's your name?
Harold.
Good night, Harold.
His friend McPhee sent over had an appetite like a horse. I hope this one doesn't have too long a reach.
Well, if he has, I'm going to sit next to him.
Oh, here's Mr. Dunlap now. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Harold.
Hello, Mike. That bed was so comfortable I overslept.
Oh, that's good. Oh, Mr. Dunlap, this is Ruth Bennett.
We met last night.
Yes.
And this is my niece, Jean.
We met last night, too.
Oh, that's right.
A jolly good morning to you.
And this is Barney
Pleased to meet you.
and Willie. Won't you sit down?
Say, ain't them my pants and shirts you're wearing?
Oh, yes. My things were wet.
I loaned them to him, Willie.
Well, here, I'll buy them for me. How much?
$4.50.
Willie, 5 years ago when you bought them, you only paid $3.50.
Prices have gone up. Okay, $2.
Give him $1.
So, where you from?
North.
North? Greenfield? Lundstown? Barton? Elmville?
Barton.
Barton? I used to work in the post office in Barton. Knew every street and alley by heart. Where did you live?
I didn't live there very long. It was on Orchard Street.
Orchard Street. Orchard Street. Of course. Down near the paper mill.
I'm full. Can I go out now?
You go out on the porch and stay on the porch. If you put one foot...
Okay, Ma. I'll stay right on the porch. I won't even put one toe off it. Close the windows. They're coming through the doors. Hi, McPhee.
Well, if it isn't little Lord Fauntleroy's bad brother.
Morning, McPhee.
Morning.
Come in, sit down.
The morning bulletin in person.
You're late, McPhee. The coffee's lukewarm.
That's just the way I like it, Morning. Morning, sweetheart.
Hiya, Westbrook.
Don't call me that. Hi. Didn't steer you wrong, did I?
Oh, thanks very much. Couldn't have done better anywhere. What about the flood? Not any worse, I hope.
Same. Bridge is out. They tried to put up a pontoon affair, but it didn't last long. You'll be able to get out around dinner time. Trains can't get through either. Bad thing happened on the Limited last night.
Another wreck? I just knew the Limited would do something like that. I've warned Michael 100 times.
Calm down. Nothing was wrecked, except a girl.
Can happen to anybody. This magazine's full of things like that.
Got it over the wire this morning. Some girl got herself killed on the Limited. Found her on the rear platform. Nail file. Like that. Right through the heart.
Somebody do her in?
They weren't cleaning their nails.
Where did it happen?
Don't know yet. Somewhere up around Seattle they found the body.
Mike should hear about this. Maybe this will stop him from running down to that railroad station.
Oh, Mrs. Bennett. Mrs. Bennett, let me tell him. Mike and I got pretty friendly last night. There's no sense in scaring the boy.
He should be scared. I'm scared when he's out alone, heaven knows where. If scaring will scare him, he should be scared.
I'll tell him. I think he'll behave himself.
You don't know that boy very well, do you? Full of mischief. Needs some discipline.
That's what he needs, all right. He needs a father.
Gotta go.
Wait for me. Nice to meet you, Dunlap.
I'll give him a good talking to, just like a big brother.
Make sure you scare him.
Very sweet man. Very sweet.
Take it easy, dearie. He offered to be Mike's big brother, not his father.
I'll just ignore that remark.
Hello, Mike.
Hi.
Mike, your mother's on the warpath.
It's nothing new.
I just thought I'd tell you. I think you better hide for a while.
What have I done now? Holy cow. She's always after me for something.
She'll calm down, but maybe you better beat it.
Nah, that'll make her madder.
She'll get over it, don't worry. But not if she sees you now.
I'd better stay right here on the porch.
Okay, do what you like. Stay here.
I don't like staying here.
Well, if you don't like it, don't do it. Listen, I'll bet you know lots of places where you could have more fun than sitting here twiddling your fingers.
Sure. I know a lot of places. Down by the river, or near the railroad tracks, or the park. Gosh, I sure would like to shinny up one of them big trees. I could see the whole town, and tracks, and river, and everything from the top of a tree.
Why don't you go?
My mother'd find out. She's got something magic about her. The way she finds out everything.
No, she'll cool off later.
Sometimes she boils for days.
Here, you get yourself something you'll want for dinner. Lots of candy. Anything you like.
Nope. I'd really catch it.
I think your mother found out about the station.
Did you tell her?
Of course not.
Thanks. You're a pal.
Stay away till after dinner.
Okay. I'll do the same for you someday.
Okay, Mike.
You make the best coffee this side of Brazil, Thelma.
Sorry, McPhee, the pot's empty.
In that case, I'll run along back to the shop.
You couldn't have done a good job that quickly.
That boy of yours won't go near the trains again. I gave it to him good. Oh, here, let me take these.
Oh, thank you.
You're going to spoil things around here for me, young feller. I've a good mind to go down and work on the bridge myself and get you out of here faster.
I wish you would. I've got to leave today.
Maybe you can. If I hear anything, I'll call you. Bye, all.
Bye, McPhee. See you later. Why, Jean, what has happened to you?
I just don't like to do things that are expected of me, that's all. I like to do them myself when I'm in the mood.
Well, it's the nicest thing I ever heard. Oh, I won't say another word. I'll catch up on my book.
What book are you reading?
None. But I've read so many, and they seem so easy. I decided to write one myself.
You wash, I'll dry.
Didn't think you were the type.
I'm not. How could you tell?
Well, if you're going to dry. Maybe you are the type.
You were right the first time. Where are you from, Harold?
Look, if you want to dry, I'll call you when I'm done washing.
You won't have to call me. I'll be right here. I don't really care where you're from. But I wonder where you're going.
I'm just going. The sooner the better.
Not going to some little hick town like this, I hope. You know, I'm a poor little orphan girl myself, from San Francisco. I'd have stayed there if I'd have had any money.
Ever try working?
Yeah, I tried it.
I used to know a girl like you. The only work she ever did was working some guy for all he had. Spent every dollar he ever made.
Lucky girl. Every man I ever met was ruined before I could get him. I don't get any breaks at all.
You're different. Same as all the others, only you admit it.
A girl's a girl. Oh, I talk like I'm wised up. Truth is, I'm this way because of some guy. It all happened 2.5 long years ago. Guess I'm about over it by now. I was sweet and gay, and we were madly in love. Sun shined every day, but the moon blotted it out. Then one day I found a note. Darling, this is goodbye. I'm going back. To my wife. Jerk was married, I didn't know.
Tough.
Yeah. What's with you now? We're old friends. Tell me all. Who, what? Why are you running away? The girl you used to know. The one you said was like me. She spend all your dollars?
Yeah. She spent all my dollars. I didn't care. Then one day I found out a few things.
A switch. She was married and she left you a note.
No, she wanted to marry me. I loved her, I guess. I don't know why. It happened. Everything was fine. And just a few days ago, I found out she was supporting some other guy.
You just ditched her, huh?
Yeah. I ditched her.
That dame on the train that McPhee mentioned. She got it good. Paid for a lot of others. Wonder what she did to deserve such a happy end. Probably took some guy like you over the coals and he didn't like it.
You're very pretty when your lips aren't moving.
Why don't we try that again sometime? Without the toe.
You're well off now. Don't look for trouble.
Excuse me. I forgot the beard I brought home last night. Nobody likes the stuff with me, so I might as well take it down to the place with me. Nobody'll be in for gas. Nothing to do, you know.
Don't apologize, Willie. You want your beer, take it.
Have a can?
No, thank you.
That's enough.
Oh, well, a friend might drop in.
Yeah, I know. You don't care who you share your beer with. Last night I heard you offered some to Mike.
Well, I didn't know what I was doing. What's the matter with that kid anyway? I saw him outside, and I told him what I heard on the radio, and he acted like I was chasing him with a gun.
What did you hear, Uncle Hobill?
The news about that girl that was murdered on the train last night. The police up in Seattle thinks that she was murdered between here and Lundstown. Sure you won't have a can? Oh, excuse me again.
Why anyone should take it upon themselves to tell my son he could go for a walk.
Since when does anyone have to tell him? When he wants to go, he goes.
I warned him not to put one foot off the porch.
Yes, but you didn't say anything about both feet. Yeah?
That Jean? Sweetheart. McPhee. Mike's here. He's a nuisance. He'd break something if he hangs around here.
Oh, cut it out. You were a boy once yourself, McPhee. Why don't you let him help you run your press? After all, somebody has to take over when you get old and fat.
All right. All right, I'll keep him here till dinner time. Am I invited to dinner? Okay. Listen, the road's still washed out. Tell that man. Bye.
You're thinking things Think them. You got something to say it.
Feel like a game of checkers? I just knew you were a checker fiend. Something about you that gives you away. Which do you want, red or black? Well, can't play standing up. Ladies first. Well, it's your move. I'll move this one for you. No, I'm bound to win this way, playing against myself.
Don't kid yourself. That's the best way to lose. Fight yourself, and the part that wins doesn't count. It's the part that loses.
I have a short memory. One time I lose, the next time I win. Sort of balances the books. You know, you've been in this burg less than a full day. I've been here 2.5 years. Question. Which one of us is more anxious to leave? You, me, or both of us? You know, I tried working once. I could maybe try it again.
That's a real nice thought. Real nice.
I could get my old job back in San Francisco.
Fine. Why don't you? I've never seen the Golden Gate. When you get there, send me a picture postcard.
Where'll I send it?
You really going?
That all depends on you.
Don't depend on me, honey. Not me.
Harold, I've been doing some thinking without even trying. You better do some thinking, too.
She's just covering up for him, that's all. And if she did tell him he could go, what right is she
I
doing?
told Mike he could go, not Jean.
You told him. Well, why didn't you say so?
Has he come back yet?
No, but if you send him somewhere, I guess it's all right.
Oh, I didn't send him anywhere. I just told him he could go. I shouldn't have. You're very right to be strict with him. Why, he's liable to go down to the river. Maybe hurt himself. He might even fall in the deep water.
I worry too much. He's always come right back till now. You'll be all right. Would you like to try a game of checkers?
No, thanks. I've tried one.
Harold. McPhee just called. Mike's with him. They'll be home for dinner.
Don't tell me. Oh, no. I'm only his mother.
Been thinking?
All done.
Wait a minute. The roads are still washed out.
So they're washed out.
The bridge is still down, too. Takes more than a day to build another one. Look, if you go, where are you going to go? You've got to stay here. You've got nothing to run away from. Except me.
You haven't touched your dinner, Michael.
I'm not hungry, Ma.
All right, don't eat unless you want to. No, Harold isn't hungry either. No one has to eat unless they want to. How's the flood, Mr. McPhee?
It's fine. Still is a promising job for the Red Cross.
Any more news about the gal who had her heart manicured?
No new developments. They figured she was killed about 5 hours out of Seattle. Somewhere near Lundstown. Maybe even right here in Clayburg. Trouble is, no one got off the train in Lundstown, or here. And she must have got off the train, because the soles of her shoes were wet. No one else on the train had wet soles on their shoes. So the police are stuck.
No one saw her get off, huh?
No. And what's more important is, no one saw anyone else leave the train. Now that anyone else is the one that done the killing.
Ma.
Now, Michael, we're not going to talk any more about trains. I'm going to try a new method with you. You do whatever you like, just so you tell me beforehand. We're starting a new slate.
But, Ma, last night at the
What happened? What's the matter, boy?
Oh, dear, is he hurt?
I tripped.
Easy, boy.
I'd better call Dr. Arnold.
Oh, no, that's all right. I'll be all right.
Want a shot of whiskey?
It's my ankle. I think I sprained it. Could you help me upstairs?
I'll go up and fix the bed.
Sure, we'll get you upstairs, okay, son? Just take it easy now. That's it. Now, give me your arm.
Yeah, it's sprained. Hey, Mike, come on upstairs and keep me company.
I want to stay down here.
Always contrary.
Come on now. That's it. Just hold on. There, that's it. Now we're... That's it. Just hold on. Just take it easy. That's it. There you are. Almost there. Yes, it does it. Hope you feel better.
Thanks.
Ain't swollen yet. Better have it wrapped up tight.
Here he is.
Hiya. Mike will help me bandage it. Thanks, McPhee.
No.
You stay right here and keep Mr. Dunlap company. It's time for bed anyway. You were up so late last night.
I want to go down with you.
Why, you big baby, what's come over you? I'll get you something to use for a bandage.
Mike will help me. Thanks very much, Mrs. Bennett.
You're welcome. If you need anything, Mike will get it for you.
What's the matter, Mike? Mad about something?
No,
What's wrong?
nothing. Just like to go downstairs.
Well, if you want to tell anybody anything, call them up here. I'd like a chance to hear about it, too. You're not sure, Mike? You know how it feels when your mother thinks you've done something when you really haven't? You should have some proof.
Saw you put that girl on the train. There was blood on your sleeve.
I wasn't cut.
The girl was. Besides, where's your suit? Show me the suit if it wasn't you.
Oh, is that all? Well, here, I'll get it for you. Let me lean on your shoulder.
What's going on up there?
That fella Harold probably hopping around on one leg.
Mrs. Bennett, Mrs. Mitchell, come up here, quick. Mike ran out the back way. I couldn't stop him. My ankle.
Oh, why go?
Well, he said he was going down to the park to shinny a tree so he could see what they're doing down at the river. I told him it was dark and he might fall and hurt himself, but before I could stop him, he ran off.
Why, there's no controlling that boy.
Oh, dear. Well, you'd better get back into bed. Here, put your arm on my shoulder.
I'll be all right, but you better look for Mike, too. Everyone should look for him before it's too late.
Oh, my goodness. You... Oh, yes, you're right.
Mr. McPhee. McPhee, Mike's run off.
Not again.
Please help me find him. He may fall out of a tree.
What's he doing in a tree?
All right, let's go find the boy.
Hey, wait a minute. What's the big idea? I was winning.
Come on, let's go to the park. We'll drive there first.
Willie, he may be just loitering on the street. You go down to the station.
What is this, a posse? Okay.
Jean, you stay here and take care of Harold. We won't be long, I hope.
Pretty clumsy job of faking an accident. Why'd you do it?
I like to be alone occasionally.
But you're not alone, darling. You've got me. Why'd you pull that sprained ankle stunt?
I told you why.
All right. Forget it. I'll guess. Could be you wanted me to nurse you instead of Mike. Is that why you let him run off again?
Yeah. I did want to be alone with you for a few minutes.
It would have been so simple. All you had to do was walk to my room. If it was empty, you could have waited. You're not dumb, Harold. I'm not dumb either. Something's brewing. You planning to leave?
How can I? Water everywhere and not a drop to drink.
That's why you're all dressed for bed. In your suit.
I was going to go out and look for Mike.
That's a pretty good reason for changing your clothes. Or would you like to try again? I don't suppose you heard the news. In about a half an hour, the highway's going to be open.
Oh?
Couple of men with badges and notebooks. Handcuffs are coming here to talk with the state police. You know, I'm a little more suspicious than these homegrown small-towners. You did something. And I think I know what it is. All my life, I've been attracted to the wrong kind of guy. If you're thinking of leaving, forget it. You're going to stay right here in Clayburg for the time being. For me. No one saw you get on or off the train. You're a free man. Well, did anyone see you? Who saw you? If they can identify you, you're finished. Mike! So he's the one. He saw you get off the train. What have you done to him?
Nothing much yet.
But there must be something, some other way. He'll talk.
That's what I thought.
I don't know what's going on in your mind, but you can't touch him, do you hear? Some women get what they're looking for. But you can't kill a kid. You're pretty awful. You're even too bad for me. I don't know what you're planning to do, but I won't let you do it.
You're very pretty when those lips aren't moving.
Sounds like you come from over there. Wait. Hey, Dunlap. Was that you yelling, come back?
Yeah.
You see him? That's him. Get him. You can run faster than I can. Got good news for you. The road's open. Harold just run after Mike. We got him spotted.
I'm glad somebody's able to run. Did you say Harold ran after Mike?
Like a deer. Well, when I was young, I used
But Harold's ankle is sprained. He couldn't even walk to his room. Darling. Oh, you poor baby. Who did this to you? Wait a minute. There. Now, darling, everything's going to be all right.
He tied me up.
Now. Calm down, Mike.
He's coming after me. Let me go. He'll kill me.
Oh, dear. Nobody's going to... Michael,
I'll give you the beating of your life for this.
Ruth, can't you see the boy's frightened?
He should be frightened because when I get through with
Mike,
him...
tell me, who was trying to kill you?
I didn't say I was going to kill him. Now, you keep out of this. Mind your own business, Thelma.
Shut up. Mike, go on, tell me.
She'll hit me if I tell.
She won't lay a hand on you, I promise you that.
Last night at the station, I So, you were at the station.
Yes, dear, go on.
You won't hit me? We'll see. Well, I saw Harold. He killed that girl. He knows I saw him dump her on the train. He tried to kill me.
Oh, good heavens. And he's here in the park.
We'd better go home.
Oh, McPhee, how can a big man like you move so quietly?
Rubber heels. See, you found Mike. Couldn't catch up with Harold. He was running like blazes.
Harold, a killer.
You see, something might have happened to you. I won't go out again, Ma.
A killer? Tell me something quick. What's going on? I'm the newspaper.
Come on, McPhee.
I know, but tell me something. All my readers depend on the bulletin for the latest news, and
Come on, I'll tell you on the way home.
I know, but I...
You forget something?
No, not a thing. Mike's all right.
The road's open.
Not for me.
You're not leaving?
Nope. I'm tired of running. You know, you and me,
Yeah. We might have been all right together.
if she'd stayed on the train, she'd be alive and I'd be a free man. Those cops from Seattle, they should be here soon.
They'll be here. Quite a start.
We're going to stop soon. Don't get off.
Play, bird.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now. It's time to stretch and fetch. See what's cooking at our refreshment counter. You'll find your favorite foods and beverages, plus many new goodies to tempt your appetite and add to your evening's pleasure. Everything's the finest quality. So treat yourself now. Nine minutes to go to showtime. Popcorn, rich with hot melted butter. all kinds of candy, sparkling soft drinks, steaming hot coffee, steamed or grilled hot dogs, crispy hot fresh French fries, minutes to go to showtime.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those, and 1 of those, and 5 bars of these, and a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white puffy material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
Seven minutes to go to showtime. Hot popcorn, just popped. Fresh roasted peanuts. How about a pizza? None better anywhere. Sizzling hamburgers grilled to your taste. We've a large assortment of freshly made sandwiches. Six minutes to go to showtime.
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted it.
This mountain is reserved for patrons of drive-in theaters.
But
it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar, like soft drinks, hot dogs, good hot coffee, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron of this drive-in.
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
Minutes to go.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. Special for patrons of this drive-in, the machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at our snack bar, just waiting for you.
Minutes to go to showtime.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
There, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Faith, and there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here, no.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream, piping hot coffee, delicious hot dogs. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar of their drive-in theater.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
The crowds are thinning out at the snack bar, folks, and there are still 3 minutes till showtime. You can easily make it for something that'll just hit the spot. How about it? Don't waste a second of refreshment time. You'll find such an appetizing assortment of refreshments at the snack bar, you won't be able to decide what to ask for first. All of your snack bar favorites are there, including fresh peanuts, hot popcorn, and candy of all kinds. And believe us, you've never eaten better hot dogs, crisper French fries, or more delicious buttered popcorn. Two minutes to go to the snack bar for a quick refresher before showtime. No crowds to buck, just go get it. You'll be sorry you missed your chance to enjoy some of the many tempting goodies waiting for you. Stretch your legs now while the stretching's good. There's still time to get a mouth-watering hot dog, a sparkling ice-cold soda, assorted flavors of ice cream, all kinds of candy, the most delicious steaming hot coffee you ever drank, and freshly popped popcorn piping hot. Make a beeline for the snack bar right now to quench your thirst. One minute left to top off the evening with a treat from our snack bar. Still time if you hurry. Last call for refreshments, folks. Go right this second to get something good to eat and drink to enjoy now or during the rest of the show. The finest quality ingredients are in the fixins of the delicious foods you'll find waiting to tempt your appetite at the snack bar. Extra special good hamburgers, wonderful donuts, ice-cold thirst-quenching drinks. Pizza generously sliced, steaming hot, fresh coffee, ice cream in many flavors. It's showtime, folks. Enjoy the show.
Hello, I'm Rhonda with Rhonda's Lovely Sparks. I have a great movie called A Bucket of Blood, 1959, with director Roger Corman. A Bucket of Blood is a 1959 American comedy horror film directed by Roger Corman, and it stars Dick Miller and was set in the West Coast beatnik culture of the late 1950s. The film produced on a $50,000 budget and was shot in 5 days and shares many of the low-budget filmmaking aesthetics commonly associated with Corman's work. Written by Charles B. Griffith, the film is a dark comic satire about a dim-witted, impressionable young busboy at a bohemian cafe who was acclaimed as a brilliant sculptor when he accidentally kills the landlady's cat and covers its body in clay to hide the evidence. And when he is pressured to create similar work, he becomes a serial murderer. So sit back and get ready to give into the world of classic cinema. And if you're new here, subscribe, smash that like, and hit that bell.
I will talk to you of art, for there is nothing else to talk about. For there is nothing else. Life is an obscure hobo bumming a ride on the omnibus of art. Burn gas, buggies, and whip your sour cream of circumstance, and hope, and go ahead and sleep your bloody heads off. Creation is, all else is not. What is not creation is graham crackers. Let it all crumble to feed the creator. The artist is, all others are not. A canvas is a canvas, or a painting. A rock is a rock, or a statue. A sound is a sound, or is music. A creature is a creature, or an artist. Where are John, Joe, Jake, Jim, Jerk? Dead, dead, dead. They were not born. Before they were born, they were not born. Where are Leonardo, Rembrandt, Ludwig? Alive, alive, alive. They were born. Bring on the multitude with a multitude of fishes. Feed them to the fishes for liver oil, to nourish the artist. Stretch their skins upon an easel to give him canvas. Crush their bones into a paste that he might mold them. Let them die, and by their miserable deaths become the clay within his hands, that he might form an ashtray or an ark. For all that is comes through the eye of the artist. The rest are blind fish swimming in the cave of aloneness. Swim on, you maudlin, muddling, maddened fools, and dream that one bright and sunny night some artist will bait a hook and let you bite upon it. Bite hard and die. In his stomach, you are very close to immortality.
Walter, what are you doing here?
I was looking at Carla's picture.
Do I pay you to look at pictures? Come on, get to work.
I was just looking.
There are empty cups all over the place. Clear them out.
You shouldn't be so rough on him, Leonard.
Hey, say, Walter.
Hi.
There you go, Kurt.
Yes, man. How you make it?
Fine, man. How about you?
In and out.
Valdez, Vice.
Yeah, LaCroix checking in. Lou took over a couple of minutes ago.
Anything new at the door?
Well, nothing you can pound nails in. A couple of hustlers. One of them short, fat, brunette, named Skinny. The other one was short also. She was bleached and skinny.
Name of Fat.
Probably. I didn't get it. They didn't give any pictures, though. Guess you can keep an eye on them.
Okay. Any heads?
Well, Jerry Sachs looked like he was straight. I'm sure he's on it anyway. Didn't see any pushers around the place. Lou said he'd check out on Jerry. He'll sound him out later if he gets any higher. I guess that's about it.
Okay, go on home and get a good night's sleep, you think.
Okay, so long.
Everyone listen to my new poem. Do you think they really heard it?
I heard it, Mr. Brock.
Thank you, Walter. I'm sure you did.
Bring on the multitude with a multitude of fishes. Feed them to the fishes for liver oil to nourish the artist.
That was word for word.
Is it? I've forgotten.
You mean you don't remember your own poem?
I refuse to say anything twice. Repetition is death.
I don't get it.
When you repeat something, you are reliving a moment, wasting it, severing it from the other end of your life. I believe only in new impressions, new stimuli, new life.
I thought you believed that life is an obscure hobo bumming a ride on a...
I do believe that, Walter, but I also believe creative living. To be uncreative, you might as well be in your grave. Or in the army.
They tried to draft me once. I couldn't pass the test.
Walter, Leonard's looking at you.
He's just about gone.
Walter has a clear mind. One day something will enter it, feel lonely, and leave again.
Too much.
Yes, cats, yes. If you want to know how beatniks live, William and me will show you. We'll introduce you to some wild ones. You may even discover an artist of your own.
And how much is that going to cost us?
What cost? A couple of bucks. You want to meet some beatniks, don't you?
Oh, no, it's the artist. I'm just crazy about artists.
All that is comes through the eye of the artist. The rest are just blind fish swimming in a cave of aloneness.
Oh, you must be an artist. And working as a busboy, too.
Feed him that he will be satisfied. The artist is. All others are not.
That's most intriguing. Are you a painter?
Well, no, I work... I'm working on something that's not ready yet.
What is it, man? Finger painting?
Draw me a picture of a house, Walter. Make some smoke coming out of the chimney.
Well, I am working on something. I'll show you soon.
Walter?
Is he...
You get a good look, kid? Come on home.
Hello, Mrs. Swicker.
Oh, Walter, you look awful pale. What'd you have to eat tonight?
I had a salami sandwich, Mrs. Swicker.
Oh, if you were my son, why don't you let me fix you a nice bowl of soup? Won't take but a minute.
Oh, it's okay. I can fix myself something. Besides, I got something important to do.
Oh, say, Walter, did you see anything of Frankie tonight when you went out?
I didn't see him at all.
Well, if you do, tell him I got a nice, fresh piece of halibut for him.
Tell him that? I mean, do you think he'll understand? He's only a cat.
Good night, Walter.
Frankie? canvas is a canvas or a painting. A rock is a rock or a statue. A sound is a sound or it's music. Come on, be a nose. Be a nose. Frankie, shut up! Oh, what's the matter, Frankie? How'd you get yourself stuck in a wall? Wait a minute, I'll get you out. Frankie? Frankie? You all right, Frankie? Oh, Frankie. I'm sorry. Poor Mrs. Swickett. She had a nice fresh piece of halibut for you. I'll give you to her in the morning. Repetition is death, Frankie.
Let them die, and by their miserable deaths become the clay within his hands, that he might form an ashtray or an ark. Pray that you might be his diadem, gold, glory, paint, clay, that he might take you in his magic hands and wring from your marrow wonders.
Where are John, Joe, Jim, Jerk? Dead, dead, dead. Hi, Carla.
Walter, what are you doing here so early?
Well, I brought something. I think you'll like it.
Take that stuff to the laundromat, Walter.
Huh?
Don't mind him. What have you got?
It's a thing I made.
Walter.
You like it?
What's he got?
Oh, come look at this, Leonard.
Where'd you get that, auction?
I made it.
You made that?
I said I did, didn't I?
Walter, it's very good.
Honest?
Honest.
What's it called?
Dead cat?
Dead cat? That's its name?
Sure.
Well, it sure looks dead enough.
You want to buy it?
Buy it? That thing? Scare people out of the place.
Don't be silly. It's tremendous. Look at the detail. The anatomy's perfect. Look at the expression on its face.
How come you put a knife into it?
I didn't mean to.
Just got carried away, huh? Well, all right. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put it in the corner of the alcove. If it sells, we'll split 50-50, okay?
Sure. Does this mean I'm an artist?
Maybe so. You can do other things as well.
All that is comes through the eye of the artist.
Yeah, you're a real artist now. I go in back and scrub down those garbage cans. Much now.
You really like it?
We like it. Now go on.
Did you see my cat?
What's the matter? You losing?
How do you like my cat? You make this thing, man?
Uh-huh. It's crazy. Crazy.
You want to buy it?
Who, me, man?
I'm tapped. He likes my cat.
Get to work.
Hey, Walter, come here a minute. Hey, congratulations, man.
Walter, you're famous.
I saw your cat.
Did you like it, Mr. Brock?
You may call me Maxwell.
Now, how'd you do it, Walter?
Oh, I just took some clay and fixed it up.
Attention. Attention, everyone. As you pass through these yellow portals, I am sure you noticed on your right a small clay figure, and assumed this transfixed effigy to be the work of a master sculptor. And indeed, so it is. That master sculptor is in our midst. He is none other than Walter Paisley, our very own busboy, whose hands of genius have been carrying away the empty cups of your frustrations. Mark well this lad. His is the silent voice of creation. Within the dark, rich soil of humility, he blossoms as the hope of our nearly sterile century.
Beautiful, Maxwell.
Bring me an espresso, Walter.
Hey, Maxwell, really beautiful.
Thank you.
Man, you are in.
Oh, Walter, it was wonderful.
Yes, the cat's cut. Yes. This is my man. Took everything. Yes. Listen, man, you got a pen? Huh? This is my man.
Hey, Pops, what's happening?
Making a big scene for Walter.
Who'd he shoot?
He made a cat. Out of clay.
See you around.
Yeah, later.
Will somebody clear this table, please?
This is my man.
Will somebody clear this table?
Did you hear them, Mr. DeSantis? They all like my cat.
Yeah, very good. Now, look, Walter, you must be tired. Why don't you take the rest of the night off, huh?
I don't
No, you gotta come in. Besides, you're creating an incident. When people are applauding, they don't order coffee. So go on home and work on something. Make another cat.
Well, I haven't got another cat.
Well, just go to the movies. Please, Walter, go.
All right, Mr. DeSantis. Good night.
Good night, Walter.
Walter? Walter, wait a minute.
Oh, hello, Naolia.
Walter, I dug it.
My cat?
It was the most wonderful, wildest, like, wickiest thing I've ever seen. Walter, you've done something to me. Something deep down inside of my prana.
I have?
Oh, Walter, I want to be with you. You're creative. You've got a hot light bulb glowing inside of you, and I want to be warmed by it.
Gee, that's nice of you, Naolia.
Walter, take me away from here. Take me away to some cool blue place. Gas me.
I can't. I gotta go home.
Oh, then I'll go home with you.
Oh, no, Mrs. Swickett wouldn't like that. She's my landlady.
Isn't there anything I can do for you?
I don't think so, Naolia.
Oh, Walter, I can't let you just split like this. I've got to do something. I've got to contribute.
You don't have to do anything.
Wait. Wait, there is one thing I can do. One little thing. Don't leave, Walter. I want to give you something. Something that'll make you remember me. Put it in your pocket. Now go, Walter. Don't look back. Just go.
Can I have your autograph, Mr. Paisley? Why, certainly, my good woman. Everybody likes my cat. You want to buy my statue, mister? $10,000? Okay. Gee, I'll be famous. And then I can ask Carla, and she'll say yes. I know she will.
Hello, Walter.
Oh, hi. You're Lou, ain't you? I seen you down the yellow door plenty. Come on in. I was just making some pancakes. You can have some if you like. Did you see my cat?
Yeah, I saw your cat. I also saw that chick lay these on you.
Oh, that was Naolia. She's a nice girl. She's kind of strange, though. I guess she figures I get headaches or something.
Okay, Walter, who's your connection?
Connection?
Yeah, connection. Who do you score from? Where do you buy your horse?
Horse?
Horse, junk, white stuff, heroin.
Is that what that is? I never seen any of that before. I always thought that was expensive.
Yeah, Walter, that can be real expensive.
Gee. Well, wasn't that nice of Naolia to give me that expensive horse?
Walter.
Huh?
Police officer.
Oh, you're like an undercover man.
You're under arrest, Walter.
Under arrest for what?
Possession of narcotics.
Who, me? What are you talking about?
Walter, I got you cold. Now you just come along quietly.
I didn't do nothing. And Naolia give me those. I didn't ask her for it. I didn't even know what was in
All right,
that.
you can tell him that downtown. Now let's go.
I ain't going no place with you.
Walter, do I have to point this at you?
You're gonna shoot me. No, don't shoot me.
Walter, just relax.
No, you're gonna shoot me.
Now, just relax.
No, don't shoot
Just
me.
shut up, Walter.
No, you're gonna shoot me. Don't shoot.
Walter! Walter! Are you all right? I thought I heard you shouting a minute ago. Walter! What's all the noise in here?
Noise, Mrs. Swickett? What noise?
Don't tell me I didn't hear a racket. Are you sure you're all alone?
I'm always alone, Mrs. Swickett.
Walter, have you been talking to yourself again?
Well, I guess maybe I have, Mrs. Swickett. Somebody's got to.
Walter, you know, what you need is a girl. But she doesn't have to be pretty.
Just so long as she takes good care of you.
Well, I can take real good care of myself, Mrs. Swickett.
Yeah, I can see that. Look at this pad. It's terrible. When did you ever clean it up? And when did you change these sheets last? They look like they're alive.
Mrs. Swickett, I gotta meet some friends in a little while, and I gotta take a shower.
Well,
you know,
why
so
don't you clean up
if you
this
don't mind.
stuff?
Oh, please,
What's the
Mrs.
matter?
Swickett. To hurt you, Lou. But if you'd have shot me, you'd be mopping up my blood now. I can't help it if I got scared and hit you. I didn't mean it. It's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't know you had it in you, Walter. How'd you do it? Oh, I just took some clay and fixed it up. Go home and make something, Walter. Make another cat. But I haven't got another cat.
Well, I reported in here around midnight. Lou had already been gone over an hour. No, nobody seems to know where he went. Why don't you put an alert out on him, and I'll check on him from here. Okay, right.
Little fraud.
Louis Raby, age 29, 5 foot 11 inches tall, dark complexion, hair black and curly. Last seen wearing blue jeans and gray sweater.
Tim Evans was a murderer, all in his prison cell. And those who read about his crimes, they damned his soul to hell, saying, "Go down, you murderer, go down." For the murder of his own true wife and the killing of his own child, the jury found him guilty, and the hanging judge, he smiled.
And dig the fuzz. What do you suppose they wanted? You, man, you. Hey, maybe they're looking for old Walter. He's a criminal type. Ain't you, Walter? I'm sorry, Mr. DeSantis.
Oh, that's all right, Walter. Sit down.
Me? Sit down. Greetings, man. I'm not supposed to sit with the customers. Green.
Now, why shouldn't you sit at the table, Walter? After all, you're a big artist now. A true creator above mere mortals.
What's the big idea?
Idea? I was just telling Walter the truth. Man wanted to pay me $100 for the cat. In fact, he's taking it home to show to his wife. Proves that I underestimated Walter's ability. His work has enormous realism. You can hardly tell it from the real thing.
Well, that sounds like a real put down.
Get off Walter's back, Leonard.
Am I on his back?
You're not very funny.
I'm not trying to be. Walter, what are you going to make next? A dog, baby.
or a bird? How about a few dozen cockroaches from your room?
Hey, man, why don't you make an elephant?
I got a new one.
Great. What is it?
It's a full-length, life-size figure.
Crazy. What is it called?
Murdered man.
When do we get to see it?
Oh, anytime.
Hey, that's a pretty far-out name for a statue.
I saw a statue once. It was called The Third Time Phyllis Saw Me, She Exploded.
Well, what kind of a statue was that?
I don't know. It was made out of driftwood and dipped in fluoric acid. Very wild.
What's wrong, Leonard?
Nothing at all.
It's the food in this dump.
Oh, man, you should try the Sorrel sewer. They got wheat germ bagels. Too much.
Excuse me, please.
I think he really is sick.
So who isn't?
Santos, well, I've been trying to get to you all evening.
Gotta make a call. Gotta call Lieutenant Valdez.
Listen, I was wrong about my wife. She wants that cat after all. Do you hear me? I'll give you that $100 for the cat.
I can't talk to you just now.
All right, then, $200.
No. No.
$300, and that's tops.
$300 for the cat?
I know I'm going out of my mind, but I've been collecting art pieces all over Europe for years. And this boy, Walter Paisley, has got it. I want to buy his first work, and to make very sure that I get it, I'll pay you $500. $500 for the cat, and the first look at his next stuff.
Someone has the cat just now, but I'll have him back in a few days. Then you can have it for the $500.
Oh, thank you, sir. I think I've made a bargain. Call me when you're ready. Good night.
Leonard! You feel better? Listen, I'm going over to Walter's later after the place closes to see Murdered Man. You feel up to coming along?
The rope was fixed around his neck and a washer behind his ear, and the prison bell was tolling, but Tim Evans didn't hear. Saying, go down, you murderer, go down.
Look at the size of it.
Well, it's not really that big. I got it on kind of a stand.
Well, let's see it.
I'm a little nervous. I never did a person before.
You can do anything if you set your mind to it.
It's hot in here. You want me to open a window?
Oh, come on, Walter. Take off the sheet.
Don't you like it?
Walter, it's a masterpiece. I've never seen anything like it before. And I hope I never see anything like it again.
Neither do I.
It's hideous, and it's eloquent. It expresses modern man and all his self-pity. How did you ever find that in yourself, Walter?
Well, it wasn't easy.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
I've never seen anyone so squeamish. What's your opinion, Leonard?
Don't ask me.
Oh, come on. Now, even you must see its value. Do you think that you or I could have conceived of such a thing, much less executed it? Well, then admit it. It's a work of genius.
I admit it.
Then let's take it down to the yellow door.
No.
Why not?
I'll tell you. But you cover it up again, please, huh? Please. Thank you.
What is all this nonsense? Why do you want to hide it?
Well, I've been thinking. I didn't realize how much talent Walter actually had. It would be wrong to show his pieces one at a time. Dead wrong.
You're right. He should build a collection first.
Yes. That's the idea. Maybe when it's big enough, we can have a show.
A show?
Yeah.
Just for me?
No! Well, not exactly. I mean, you take years and years. It's getting hot again. Well, it would take you years to make that many statues, but your work would be featured.
It's a wonderful idea, Walter. It's the only way to gain recognition. All the big art critics and art dealers will be there. It'll be an event.
Yes, then we can unload. We'd sell this stuff for a lot more.
But the show, how soon can we go?
Well, don't rush things. It takes time. But first of all, you've got to stop making these horrible statues. Carla and I will guide you. Maybe you can turn to freeform.
Freeform?
Well, that's the movement today.
With his talent for realism?
But you can see the direction his realism takes. It's unhealthy.
But you said I was a genius. I don't want to be a busboy anymore.
Yes, maybe you got a point there. You shouldn't keep working at the Yellow Door. Look, I'm sure that man is going to buy your dead cat. So here's your fee in advance. $50. And if you need more, I've got it, so don't worry. I've got great faith in you, Walter.
Gee, $50 for something I made.
Now you're a professional.
Let's go.
Okay. Good night, Walter. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, but don't rush things. You got all the time in the world. Come on, Carla.
Good night.
I'm an artist, Mrs. Swickard.
Oh, sure you are, Walter.
I am. Look. Good heavens.
Я цыган, сын полей полей, помню я безумные ночи, песни, пляски, дивный звон гитар и любви пленительный угар.
One of the greatest advances in modern poetry is the elimination of clarity. I am proud to say my poetry is only understood by that minority which is aware.
Aware of what?
Why, not of anything, stupid, just aware.
Man, this place is beginning to feel like a lineup.
Yeah, baby. If it don't cool out pretty soon, I'm gonna haunt somebody else's joint.
We may have to start drinking.
Отзвучали песенки цыган, давно закрыт любимый ресторан.
Yes, man, yes, yes. That's my man, yeah. Yes, man, yes.
Good evening, Walter.
Good evening, Paula.
Sylvia, didn't you see me wave my Zen stick?
Oh, it's Walter Paisley.
Bring me a cappuccino and a piece of papaya cheesecake. And a bottle of Yugoslavian white wine.
Yes, sir, Mr. Paisley.
Good evening, Walter.
Maxwell, how have you been?
I see the rewards of achievement have come your way.
Well, after all, I'm a successful sculptor now.
Indeed.
Hey, man, dig Walter the Wigger.
It's coming out like you just cured cancer.
Let us make the scene.
Crazy.
I was just suggesting to Walter that he try his hand at freeform.
Why do you suggest anything to Walter? Are you the spokesman for society come to put your stifling finger in his eye?
Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, now who invited these two down from the clouds?
Maxwell, yoo-hoo.
Clear the table, bring a bowl. I may be sick.
It's Alice the Awful. Comes to spread cheer and color.
Look at my suntan, everybody.
Do we have to?
Where have you been, Alice?
I went up to Big Sur to look for Henry Miller.
You didn't find him, I hope.
No, he's in Europe.
Good.
Why is the busboy sitting here?
I'm not the busboy anymore.
That's right. Walter has become a sculptor.
Oh, really? I'm a model, you know. I only charge $25 an hour. Would you like to do me?
I just might.
Never mind that. Walter's gonna try freeform.
There you go again. I may take my business to the Sorrel Sewer.
As a matter of fact, I was going to suggest to Walter that he try a female figure. As a change from the violent death theme. He really should, Walter. You know what? If you like, I'll be your model for free.
I couldn't. Not you.
Man, if you're gonna be an artist, you've got to do nudes.
Right. Ain't nobody an artist unless he does nude.
Will you get them out of here before we wind up in night court?
Oh, let's change the subject. I'm sick of hearing about sculpture. Nobody knows how to do that anymore. much less the busboy from the yellow door.
Who do you think you're talking about?
Don't shout at me.
I don't like you.
Nobody asked for your opinion, Walter. You're just a simple little farm boy, and the rest of us are all sophisticated beatniks.
That's all, man. Let's split.
Yeah, man. I gotta make me some air.
See, you made them leave.
What did I do?
The first beneficial service of your benighted life. It proves we're all good for something.
Are you saying that this busboy is better than I?
Yes.
I think this whole bit about him being a sculptor is just a big put-on for my benefit.
That's not true. I am a sculptor.
Oh, yeah? Prove it. Make something out of this.
There. Hand.
That isn't a real hand. If you were a sculptor, you'd create something for me.
A harpoon would be very nice.
I'm going home.
Alice? You're obnoxious.
But he's such an idiot. Yes. What are you doing here?
I wanted to apologize for being nasty to you this evening.
So you're apologize. Good night. Listen, Twerp, why don't you get out of here and let me go to bed?
I didn't finish talking to you. I decided to make that female figure after all.
Oh?
And I'd like you to pose for it.
Remember what I said about my price?
$25 an hour.
If you want to pay it, I don't mind posing. When do you want to start work?
Tonight?
You mean right now?
Uh-huh.
Wait till I get my sweater. Could use a little more heat around this place.
It's bad for the clay. You'll get used to it.
Well, I'm almost ready.
Here. Sit in this chair and I'll pose you.
Kind of rickety. How's this pose?
Well, that's fine. It's very good. Just stay like that.
That doesn't look like very much clay.
Oh, it's enough. Put this around your neck.
Breakfast.
Watch it, the plate's hot.
Are these fertile eggs?
Are these eggs fertile? Naturally.
What you fry them in?
We ran out of the safflower seed oil, but I found a bottle of peanut oil on the shelf. Don't worry, it's not hydrogenated.
Is that the cold pressed stuff or the junk Hilda bought by mistake?
Yes, man, yes. Hi.
Good morning, Walter.
Hi, Walter. What brings you here?
Have some breakfast, man.
What are you having?
And soy and wheat germ pancakes, organic guava nectar, calcium lactate and tomato juice, and garbanzo omelets sprinkled with smoked yeast. Join us?
No, thanks. Sounds great, though. I brought something to show you. Could I have some of the guys help me?
Is it Murdered Man?
It's better.
Come on.
Porters! Put it in the middle of the room.
When did you do this, Walter?
Last night. It doesn't take me very long.
I should say not.
Well, let's see it, man.
Walter, I can't believe it.
I'm honored to know this man.
Do you think it's nice?
Hey, she's beautiful.
Do you think it's nicer than Murdered Man?
Oh, I don't know, Walter. It's impossible to choose. They're both great.
Walter, I'm deeply moved. To show my appreciation, I'm going to give a party tonight at the Yellow Door, in your honor. And I shall compose a poem.
Some more champagne, Your Majesty?
Here.
Where?
There. That's fine. Man, please have another little kiss.
Walter, you're a wretch.
Yeah?
Here I go! Right. Here we go! All right. Walter. The bird that flies now pays later through the nose of ambidextrous apathy. Necrophiles may dance upon the placemats in an orgy of togetherness. The highway of life cuts sharply through the shady ghettos and the ivy-covered tombs, and laughter rings from every time capsule in the star-spangled firmament. And in the deep freeze, it is the children's hour, and no one knows that Duncan is murdered. And no one knows that Walter Paisley is born. Duncan knows. Tuesday Sunrise knows. Alley cats and garbage cans and steaming pavements and you and I and the nude descending the staircase and all such things with souls, we know that Walter Paisley is born. Ring rubber bells, beat cotton gongs, strike silken cymbals, play leathern flutes, the cats and cans and you and I and all such things with souls. We shall hear Walter Paisley is born, and the souls become flesh. Walter Paisley is born.
Marvelous, darling, marvelous.
Man, like that was the greatest gas I ever heard.
Crazy, what did he say?
Didn't you hear him?
No, man, I'm too far out.
Maxwell, that was magnificent.
I feel so elevated.
Walter deserved every word of it.
It makes me so glad I'm aware.
Did you hear what he said?
Yes, Walter.
All about me. It's true, isn't it?
Every word.
You better hold off on the bubbly, artist.
Yeah, why?
You might talk too much.
What would I say?
Most anything, I expect.
Are you two trying to ignore the rest of us?
Oh, not me, Maxwell. I wouldn't ignore you. I know what it is to be ignored.
Tell us what you're going to do next, Walter.
I'm gonna make the most wonderful, wildest, wickedest things you've ever seen. I'm gonna make big statues and little statues, tall statues and short statues. I'm gonna make statues of nobodies and statues of famous people, statues of actors and poets and people who sell things on television, and a statue of the mayor and some opera singers and their intimate friends. And everybody will say, Walter, let me shake your hand. It's been a real pleasure to have known you. alley cats and garbage cans, they know that Walter Paisley is born. Ring rubber bells, beat cotton gongs, strike silken cymbals, play leathern flutes. Tell us what you're gonna do next, Walter. I'm gonna make big statues, little statues, movie stars and poets, and guys who sell things on television. And the mayor and some opera singers. That's what you're gonna do next, Walter. What am I gonna do next? What am I gonna do next? I gotta do something before they forget. I know what it's like to be ignored.
Who are you? What do you want? Life is an obscure hobo, bumming a ride on the omnibus of art.
Huh? What'd you say?
What is not creation is graham crackers. Let them all crumble to feed the creator.
Ah, beat it. You must be nuts.
Hello, Leonard. Beautiful morning, isn't it?
Was. What's that you got in the box?
Just wait till you see this.
Horrible murder in furniture factory. Read about the man who got cut in half. Extra, extra. Police can only find part of it.
Leonard.
What's the matter, Leonard?
You made a bust.
Yeah, isn't it wonderful? What's the matter, Leonard?
Put it down, Walter, please. Walter, listen to me carefully. I don't want you to make any more statues. Do you understand? No more statues.
Why not? I gotta make statues, Leonard. You heard Brock. They want me to make them. If I stop making them, I'll just be a busboy again.
Brock, he's behind all of this with his stupid, bitter poetry. Listen, you've got to stop and right away. I'm beginning to feel responsible.
Why? What did you do?
Never mind. Walter, I've decided to have that show for you right away. It's when Carla comes, we'll have her work up some nice invitations. We'll have them printed up. We'll invite the critics and the art collectors. We'll tell them.
Well, I don't see why we can't go.
Mr. Leonard DeSantis is afraid to have you come. You who buy his coffee that lure his tourists. You are the heart and soul and meat of the Yellow Door. He slighted you.
Did you get an invitation?
I did not, but I'm going anyway. Not to drink his champagne, but to see Walter's triumph. After that, we go no more.
Hi, Maxwell.
I won't say good luck, Walter.
Why not?
It would imply you could not succeed on your ability alone.
You look so handsome.
I do. So do you. I mean, you look so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Are you ready?
Oh, we've got plenty of time.
I know, but I wanted to talk to you.
Okay, we can go now if you like. Bye.
Later, man, later.
Swing.
Man, why do you suppose Walter wants to get her alone?
Do you suppose he could be physically attracted to her?
No, man, he ain't the type. He don't get enough vitamin E.
Maxwell gave him a bottle of wheat germ oil once. Maybe he just started taking it.
What did you want to talk to me about, Walter?
Well, what kind of people do you like, Carla?
Oh, thinking people. Artistic people, I guess.
You think I'm artistic.
Of course I do.
That means you like me.
I like you very much, Walter.
I thought you did on account of how you kissed me the other night.
Oh, that was for your sculptor of the girl, your nude in the chair.
Carla, I've been alone for a long time, and I know you've been alone, because you never seem to go out with anybody, even though Leonard's always asking you to go out with him, and I just...
What are you trying to say?
Carla, I don't want to make statues anymore. I want to get married. To you.
How long have you been thinking about this, Walter?
Oh, for a long time. Ever since you first came to work at the club. You were the only one who was ever nice to me. I didn't know you loved me until you kissed me.
Walter, I do like you. And I did kiss you. But that was because of your work. There's more to being in love with someone than just that.
You mean you don't love me?
I'm afraid that's what I mean.
But you gotta love me. Why do you think I made that statue of Alice?
Walter, I'm sorry, but
You just can't be sorry. I want to marry you.
Now, calm down, Walter, and let's go in there and then maybe when the show's over we can talk about it.
Well, I don't want to talk about it. I get it. I see the whole thing now. Nobody knows that Walter Paisley is born. Carla, will you do one favor for me?
Just about anything, Walter.
Would you let me make a statue of you?
Would you really like to? That'd make me very happy.
Okay. Tonight. I'll make a statue of you tonight. Okay?
Come on.
No, thanks.
This could bring about a return to realism. Yes, a one-man return. We have many artists about, but no craftsmen. This man knows his anatomy. I'd give $1,500 for this. After you read my review, it'll probably cost you $5,000.
So what's the trouble? Why should you be so depressed? Have you heard the things they're saying? You can make $25,000 on these pieces alone.
I thought you put money down.
I do, but $25,000?
Leave me alone.
Out! Man, we have come to make this scene.
Want some cappuccino, man? We got the bread. We're not open for business. This is an art exhibit. No bums. Get out.
That art is above man.
And he's sober.
Yeah, well, that's his problem. All right, man, all right. We'll wait outside.
Yeah, you wait outside.
Going, Carla? What's the matter?
Walter, there's a body inside that statue.
Oh, that's Alice. It's all right, Carla. Maxwell says it's all right. Let them become clay in his hands that he might mold them.
Walter, you stay away from me.
Don't you see, Carla? I made them immortal. Don't you see, I can do the same for you.
Have him set some cars. I'm going up the basement.
I'm going with you.
Hey, man, what is the score?
Walter Paisley's a murderer.
Wow, man, I saw him chasing Carla down the street.
What was that? Nobody knows I'm here.
Walter.
No. They couldn't know. They're dead. No. How could they know?
Did you see him?
He's hiding around here someplace.
He can't hide just because we're in clay and he isn't.
Walter, go home.
He won't know where else to go.
Walter, go home.
Where is he?
We'll have him soon, Lou.
We'll teach him he can't murder us and get away with it, won't we?
Walter. Walter. What you gonna do now, Walter?
I'll hide where they'll never find me.
There's his room. He's gone crazy.
Paisley! Paisley, open up! Paisley!
suppose he would have called it Hanging Man. His greatest work.